Hello everyone, my name is Jaybird and welcome back to Lucid9. Without any further ado, let's get right back to where we left off last time. Sorry I'm a little bit out of breath. I'm a little out of breath. I was just dancing around my room because why the fuck not? I can only sigh as I follow mumbling Misaki to class. I go on a long trek through the city with a 115-pound weight on my back, and this is what I get for it? Maybe I should have just made Rui walk on her own. She certainly seemed fine by the time we ran into Miki. Wait a minute. She certainly seemed fine. Rui walked to her classroom without a problem. Didn't she just sprain her ankle? Badly? So badly that she needed to be carried? Actually, when I take a step back, everything's just downright fishy. A seemingly random detour to the main street, a seemingly random make-believe running sequence, a seemingly unavoidable bridal-style ride. All the pieces fall into place. Looks like I'll need to visit a certain blonde-haired troublemaker during lunch break. A certain Akira Karube. Classes get off to a dreary start. Yahiko naps through math. I almost fall suit. The teacher's voice is hypnotic, and not in a good way. Elizabeth glares at me through English, probably because the teacher had me recite some Edgar Allan Poe, and I found it so stupid that I didn't even try to get the accent right. Sorry, Your Highness, that we're not all bilingual like your perfect self. Then it's world history. Our teacher arrives in camouflage getup, proudly waving Isamu's city flag and screaming at the top of his lungs. Okay, maggots, listen up! You think school's easy? You think this'll be a cakewalk? Well, you're right, because this blasted place has gone soft. Back in my day, we didn't have no study guides. Textbooks, we had to write them ourselves, upside down, uphill, in the snow both ways. While my peers seem petrified, I only smile amusedly. If only all classes were like this. None of you have any excuse to get less than a 90 on your test. So help me, if I see a single 80, I'll give you a taste of the old days. Yahiko's sliding beneath his desk as if he wants to melt into the chair. The old days? The teacher's eyes flare with delight, as if he was waiting to be asked. That's right, them old days. They'd string us up by our ankles over a pit of hungry lions. Yahiko squeaks and buries himself under his desk. Do lions even exist in Japan? All right, maggots, let's get this party started. The teacher thrusts a heavy finger at the board, sending the test to each of our desks. You've got till 11:25, sissies. Then it's Judgment Day. With that, he flops on his chair, props his feet on the tabletop, and stuffs his face into a ragged newspaper. I give the test a once-over. I should have studied more, but maybe I can bluff the right answers. Oh, fuck. What was Europe's rapid colonization of Africa after 1880 driven by? Raw materials, strategic advantage, and new markets. Definitely not this. I'm gonna say heavy demand for workers in European factories. Could be wrong. Either that or it's raw materials. But I'm just gonna save here. I'm gonna say this. What does the ancient yin-yang Chinese symbol represent? The theory that everything is opposite but complementary, the Zen concept of unity and artistic expression, dualism in which everything is in conflict and unresolvable. This is the right one. Write the correct chronological order of at least three current world religions. Christianity, Buddhism, Islam. I'm gonna say Christianity came first, then Buddhism, then Islam. What was the intention of China's Great Leap Forward? Expand Chinese influence in the Third World, industrialize China's economy, expel Japan occupation from Korea. I'm gonna say this one. What European practice did colonial? Oh yeah, why did I say colonel? I'm a fucking retard. Colonial Spanish America's encomienda system emulate. I don't know this one, so I'm just gonna say this one. Yeah, I really should study more. I glanced around the classroom, gauging the reaction of my peers. They ranged from triumphant to utter despair. Surprisingly, Yahiko is the fastest writer of them all, trumping even Elizabeth. Out of curiosity, I steal a peek at his test. Name. Calling people names is rude. Date. I'm not dating anyone right now. List several ways the Russians prepared for the Cold War. They wore really big coats and took medicine every 6 hours. Describe how Hitler gained influence in Germany. They produced a lot of chocolate until they were the biggest candy factory in Asia. What the fuck? Sorry, my glasses hit the microphone. Sorry. What the fuck? Is he for real? A major event incited the Japanese capitulation during World War II. The nuclear bomb. Oh, he almost got this one right. Yahiko. Time for sign language. Your answer on question 3 is wrong. He grins and shoots me a thumbs up. What major event incited the Japanese capitulation during World War III? The Rego movie premiere? Are you kidding me? He raised his eyebrows at me. How's this? I nod encouragingly. Now all his answers will look dumb. That's more consistent. I'm such a good friend, guys. I return to my exam. The last question that remains is a long essay. Elaborate on one of the following historical themes with at least 3 specific examples from covered material. 1. Subjugation of humanity. 2. Economic inequality, wealth disparity. 3. Role of religion in society. Well, this'll be easy. I select the first option and start rambling about how everyone sucks and is unbelievably power-hungry. It's the easiest essay I've ever written. I've finished with plenty of time to spare. After I hand in my test, I take a moment to evaluate my surroundings. Oh, Yahiko's reached the essay. Perfect. He selected the second option, the economic gap between wealthy and the poor. Let's take a look. I believe that the solution to all the conflicts and stuff between rich people and poor people is that they should just try to understand each other. Like, rich people need to realize that the hardships of the poor and try to do something about it. And the poor need to understand that not all rich people are the same. That's all he pens before he turns in his test. He completely missed the point of the question, but that was an unusually sober answer considering he's, well, Yahiko. Rid of my entertainment, I stare into space and think about nothing as classes continue on. When the lunch bell rings, everything seems to happen at once. Well, guys, I'm gonna end this episode of Lucid9 here. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, ring that notification bell, and remember, die safely. Bye-bye!